New to Sociable and the whole alphabet. Please give it up for Jasz Kuyate.
It took me 21 years to realize that I was lactose intolerant. At 5, I experienced painful stomach aches. At 9, I quit during soccer practice because the gas in my stomach made it so I couldn't breathe. In my adolescence, I learned that 7 farts a day was normal, and I was hitting 7 an hour. So I learned to hide it, to hold it, and only release it when I was alone. Hi, my name's Jasz, and my pronouns are not taken seriously. You look at me curiously, but you're not the only ones I've pleaded to furiously. Pleaded for equality, greeted to excuses so low quality I can count the pixels. 1. How can you use those pronouns, but you're only a singular person? 2. That's too hard for me. Why can't you just use normal pronouns? 3. There's only 2 genders, dipshit. 1. Nobody ever notices their own use of they, them until it's requested of them. My demand brings reprimand, my request banned, and I'm told to man up. 2. Too hard for you? Too hard to remove the shiv in my side you shoved in? The blade I've taken to my own flesh to sculpt it to match in the mirror what I see in my heart? 3. There's never only been 2 genders. Shit, there's never even only been 2 sets of equipment. This Eurocentric, Christian-centric culture can't handle my eccentric identity. See, it's only ever the cis-white shark clinging desperately to Reagan's empire that holds me and my envy siblings down. The 2-spirit natives of the American continent thrived in their community, but stripped of dignity when their values were made superior. The Muse in Mexico, born like me, look like me, live like me in ambiguity. The Hijra, Aravani, Arauvani, Jacapa, predominantly of South Asia, an official 3rd gender recognized in India, seen as neither wholly male or female. The Samoan Fa'afafin, much like the Muse, born like me, look like me, at birth assigned male like me. But they embody full mask and femininity. The glorious Indonesian people recognize 5 genders in bougie society: Makunrai, Oroane, Bisu, Kalabai, and Kalalai. Makunrai is for the cisgender guy, Orane is cis but the other way. Kalabai and Kalalai, a trans man or woman's alibi. And the Bisu are commonly called gender transcendent. Transcendent of such strict binary rules, yet all 5 genders live in harmony. The unique Gali, self-castrating priest of Cybele, begging the question, does one lose their entire identity if they lose what's in their pants? The 2 spirits, the Muse, the Hijra, the Fa'afafin, Kalalai, Kalabai, Bisu, the Onagata, the Katoi, the Mukhana, the Fatata, Pavaya, Kajua, the Koja, the Jogapa, the Ali, the Basir, the Manang, and the cults of Inanna, Ishtar, Cybele, Astargatis, Bahuchara Mata, Yajama, and Chatushrini, all the AFAB men in fields of study, wearing trousers 30 years to be seen as an equal buddy. I count 24, and you're stuck on 2. I was approached at a music festival once, a couple of hot summers ago, before my hair started to flow. Yes, it was my fault I was in Arizona, I know. But I just had to get that $35 ticket to see Panic at the Disco. He was eyeing me all day before he broke silence and asked me my name. Jasz, I said, with hopeful naivety. But somehow that wasn't the right answer.
Is that your real name? Is that on your ID?
Yes, I said, but all he saw was my hesitation. And somehow that wasn't the right answer. With a venomous look, he pressed on. Are you really a girl? His eyes glaring through my Fall Out Boy bandana around my throat, as if glancing at a growth of cartilage in my trachea would provide evidence for his answer. Yes, I said, but somehow that wasn't the right answer. Well, what you got in your pants, he dared ask. So I reached down and pulled out my knife, and somehow that wasn't the right answer. Now, it was just a pocket comb to tame my wild hair, but why do I have to brush with death every time I'm genuine? It isn't fair. Why does a threat lurk when I step out my door, when I'm bothering no one else, when all I want to do is express acceptance of myself and to take my partner's hand without fear of someone taking my head? Hi, my name is Jasz, and my pronouns are not he, him. Don't try to force me, it doesn't fit. It used to fit. It kind of fit. Like wearing a pair of boxer shorts backwards. It's supposed to fit, and it gets the job done, and it was built for these parts, but it doesn't fit. It's uncomfortable and makes me feel gross. I get to choose what to wear. My pronouns are not he, him because my masculinity is not fragile. I'm not afraid to cry, only to raise my voice. I'm afraid of how much space I take up. I don't make excuses when my actions make someone feel uncomfortable. I don't apologize, I learn, I listen. I do apologize, sorry. I apologize, I listen, I learn. I don't use my anger to get my way. I don't force my way, especially when I'm wrong. Hi, my name's Jasz, and my pronouns are not he, him, and they're not she, her. I don't attract the male gaze, that's G-A-Z-E. I benefit off inherent misogyny. I've never been called out on my resting bitch face. I don't get talked over. I don't feel comfortable buying clothes. I don't feel comfortable buying clothes that would make me feel comfortable. I'm afraid every time I walk down any feminine aisle in Target. I'm afraid every time I dress like the Mona. The last time I wore this, I had to run to Arizona. I've seen sideways glances and more disgust aimed at me for wearing a dress or for explaining that the first tattoo I got is my pride flag for genderqueer. I get more rejection explaining what the purple and green represent than I do explaining how I got my scars. It took me 21 years to realize that I was lactose intolerant. 21 years is too long to learn that your body will never accept something you keep forcing on it. My very existence was this uncomfortable tension of poisoning my body with the very thing the majority of people digested easily. At 21, I realized milk poisoned my body. It took me another year to start to accept that I was trans. Hi, my name is Jasz, and my pronouns are they, them, and theirs. Learn it.